Chapter 4. Chemical transformation of substances. Chemical change. A change in which a new substance with entirely new properties is formed is called a chemical change. During a chemical change, rearrangement of atoms takes place, resulting in the formation of new substances. Characteristics of a chemical change. Occurrence of a chemical change is established in one or more of the following characteristics. Evolution of a gas. Certain metals react to evolve a gas. For example, sodium reacts with water to form hydrogen gas. Sodium plus water giving sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. The upward arrow shows a gas is evolved. Number 2. Formation of a precipitate. During chemical reaction, a solid metal called precipitate, which tends to settle down, is formed. The color of the precipitate depends on the nature of reactants. For example, copper sulfate plus hydrogen sulfide gives you copper sulfate, which is copper sulfide, which is black precipitate with the formation of sulfuric acid. Aluminum chloride reacting with ammonium hydroxide produces white gelatinous precipitate of aluminum hydroxide and ammonium chloride. Energy change. Most of the chemical reactions are accompanied by heat changes. If heat is evolved, the chemical reaction is said to be exothermic, and if heat is absorbed, the chemical reaction is said to be endothermic. For example, carbon plus oxygen gives you carbon dioxide and heat is evolved. This is an example of exothermic reaction. N2 plus O2 gives you 2NO. Here heat is absorbed. This is an example of endothermic reaction. Number 4. Change in color of the reactants takes place during a chemical reaction. Number 5. Change of state. Some chemical reactions are accompanied by change in physical state of products. The physical state of reactants as well as products are shown by the symbols as S for solids, L for liquids, G for gases, AQ for aqueous solution, that is solutions prepared in water. For example, 2H2G, here G stands for gas, hydrogen is a gas, plus O2, oxygen is a gas, with the formation of water molecule, which is a liquid. Types of chemical reactions. Number 1. Combination reactions. Reactions in which two or more substances combine to form a single substance are called combination reactions. For example, magnesium plus oxygen giving you magnesium oxide. We take two substances and get one substance after the end of the reaction. Carbon reacts with oxygen to form carbon dioxide, which is again an example of combination reaction. Number 2. Decomposition reactions. Reactions in which a compound breaks up into two or more simpler substances are known as decomposition reactions. It is the reverse of combination reaction. Decomposition reactions are promoted by heat, light or electricity. Decomposition reaction is of immense importance in nature, as complex molecules of substances are broken down into simpler molecules. For example, KClO3 when heated gives you KCl and oxygen. Calcium carbonate when heated gives you calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Number 3. Displacement reactions. In these reactions, one element takes the place of another element in a compound. In general, a more reactive element displaces another less reactive element from its compound. For example, copper sulfate plus iron giving you copper and iron sulfate, zinc plus hydrochloric acid giving you zinc chloride and hydrogen. In the first reaction, iron displaces copper. In the second reaction, zinc displaces hydrogen. It means that iron is more reactive than copper, zinc is more reactive than hydrogen. Number 4. Double displacement reaction. In these reactions, two ionic compounds exchange their ions to form two new compounds. For example, silver nitrate reacting with NaCl giving you silver chloride plus sodium nitrate. Number 5. Oxidation and reduction reactions. Oxidation is a reaction of addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen from a substance. Reduction is a reaction of addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen from a substance. A substance which can bring about oxidation is called oxidizing agent, and a substance which can bring about reduction is called a reducing agent. In a chemical reaction, a substance is oxidized at the cost of another which is reduced. Therefore, we can say that oxidation and reduction go on side by side. That is, every oxidation reaction is a reduction reaction, and every reduction reaction is an oxidation reaction. Therefore, all such reactions are called redox reactions.